300 unarmed soldiers have joined with police, knocking on doors in virus hotspots to ensure residents are following strict stay-at-home measures. How are residents responding to this plan?
Yeah, look, it's interesting. I think that a lot of the communities are not looking at this favourably, especially the ethnic communities that have actually come from countries where they've had a less than ideal relationship with military. So to see the army on the streets for them has been quite concerning.
Well, it's not just on the streets, right? It's also in the air as we see these drones being deployed. Australia testing out some new technology that could even identify people breaking social distancing rules. Listen to this, and then I'll get your response.
University researchers creating a computer program that can be linked up to security cameras. It identifies human shapes, monitoring how close together they are. Green means social distancing is being adhered to. Red is a breach. So not only can businesses see when there are breaches, they can also identify spaces within venues where rule breaking takes place.
Anyone who is anti-lockdown is being viewed as a dissenter now. We have about 3,200 cases, roughly. So we've got about 200 a day, and that oscillates. So, I mean, to put that into perspective, we're seeing London, England have cases of around 25 to 30,000, and they're completely open for business. Yet the Australian public's being told that this Delta variant, the same one that's in England, is worse than the Black Plague.
So you're pointing to the case number and really doing an honest comparison here. You also mentioned the media's coverage of these lockdown measures. I want to talk to you about a different media organization, Sky News Australia, being suspended from YouTube for a week. They claim it's over COVID-19 misinformation here. What's the deal with this broadcasting service, and why might it not fall in line with the rest of these media companies?
Alan Jones of Sky News has always been someone who is not afraid to speak the truth. He's been a broadcaster on radio at #1 in the country for 35 years. So they've removed someone with a very large audience. Alan was simply asking questions about, the science, which they keep telling us that they're following. It's very difficult to follow. Alan's been cancelled now, and Sky News' channel has been cancelled on YouTube. So I think what we're seeing ultimately here is all of this military presence and the extra propaganda through the news. So Sydney's been in lockdown for 40 days now, and in that time, police have taken the power to close down businesses as well. So we're seeing a lot of disgruntled people who are looking at the numbers and the narrative's not adding up. So we're seeing protests now, and they're being called illegal in this country now.
So the police and
that's right.
Okay. Have they been responded with by force from police?
Yes, they have. So especially in Victoria, we've seen some terrible police brutality, and you can see that all over the internet. But I think what they're doing now is that the police commissioner is the person who requested the military to come in. And he said that this is so that they can just simply help people, make sure that they're okay and whatnot. But I think that we're seeing a preemptive response to more of these protests. And at the moment, the military, we're being told, has no authoritative power, yet they can still go door to door and stand next to a police officer.
Okay, a really fascinating update from what's happening in Sydney, Australia. Nicholas Holt joining us with those details. Nicholas, thank you very much.
Thank you.